In this video, I'll be showing you how I turn this trouser into this pencil skirt with a front slit. Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Tesia. If you are new here, you're highly welcome. Here in this channel we upload sewing tutorials every week. So if this looks like what you'll be interested in, I'll be sharing with you guys how I turn my trouser, an old jean actually, into this beautiful skirt that you can see in less than 45 minutes. I made this in less than 45 minutes. If this looks like what you'd love to learn, keep on watching and let's get started. So this is the jean I'm going to make use of. It is a pencil jean, and if you look closely you can see that this jean is bad. You can see. So this is a very detailed DIY that you can make in the comfort of your home. Or so what I'll do is to spread out the jean this way, and then I'll bring my scissors. Okay, so watch where and how I'll be cutting this out to achieve a neat jean, because you don't have to be stitching every part. So what I'll do is I want to open this side. So what you do is simple. Ensure that you try as much as you can not to cut out the stitching that is on the jean already. I don't know, I hope you understand. So you can see where I'm trimming out. So there's a stitching on the jean already, so I am not touching that part. Do you get? So that's just how you split this front side opened. Okay, so I've splitted one leg and I'll split out the other leg as well. So I'll make sure that I am not cutting from the side that has a stitched already on the jean. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So can you see how neat it is looking already? So I don't have to stitch this part down. That is what I mean. Okay, so after cutting that out, now I'll open this other side as well and I'll repeat the same process. Okay, so I'll make sure that I have the side that was stitched, that came with the jean. I won't touch it for this part, for the front part. That's just what I mean. So after doing this, what you do now is to flip it to the back side like this, and then because this jean already is bad around this area, so I'll have to trim out this part. Okay, so in order to do that, I'll fold the jean like so, just so that I can trim out the bad part. So after trimming it out, you can see what I have and what it is looking like now. So what I'll be doing is, I'm sorry for the background noises guys. So what I'll be doing now is to, initially how I normally do this is to like overlap one side of the jean to the other like this. Okay, so I'm just working with the back, just the back. Okay, so you overlap it like this. This is how I normally stitch it down, but I'll not be using that process in this particular video. I tried a new style and I think I like this result better than the other one, but you can try both and see which one you prefer. So what I'll do is, before initially I'll just overlap it like this. Do you get? And then I'll use a matching thread to stitch it down. Okay, you have to use a matching thread so that it looks the same. I hope you understand. So this is how I normally do it. Before, I'll just overlap it like this and then I'll pin it down, and I'll make sure that they are equal around the length. If you are not going to trim out the length, ensure that they are equal so that one side will not be longer than the other. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is how I normally do it, and then I'll just top stitch on just the back. I'll just overlap like this, and then I'll stitch it all the way down, and I'll stitch it using like 2 lines like that all the way down using a matching thread. But for this video I made use of this other method and I preferred it. So what I did was to flip it to the wrong side. Okay, like this. Okay, so do not forget that I'm working on the back side now, and then I'll just fold it like this, and then I'll stitch it all the way down, and I'll make sure that my hands are straight. okay, so that I'll just make sure I sew it in a straight line all the way down. Do you get? You can measure if you want. So that's just what I did, and I just stitched by, I think, half inch all the way down. But for this top part, I'm going to stitch, I'll explain later. So I have stitched it by half inch. You can see that I have puff, you can see that that side is puffy. Okay, that's because there was an excess around that side. Okay, there was an excess around that side. So what you do is to flip it back to the wrong side, and then this is what I will do. So I'll fold it like this. So you fold it, okay, and you stitch it. Now this is how you stitch it. I'll use my chalk to demonstrate. Can you see this? Can you see how the line is not straight around that side? Okay, so now what I'll do is just to stitch it into this other line, just so that it match perfectly. If you are not a beginner, you definitely understand what I'm trying to say. Just to get rid of that bulginess. After doing that, I'll just top stitch. I'll turn it to the right side again like this, okay, and then I'll top stitch from beginning to the end. Okay, do you get? So I'll now top stitch all the way down. This way the seams will be lying down flat, and that's just what I did for this particular one anyway, and it came out well. So now you can see the puffiness. After I have hold it through the inside, I'm going to top stitch on this particular line that I have. I'll just top stitch all the way to the bottom of the skirt. So that's what I will do for the back. And then for the front, what I will do is I'll overlap. You can overlap if you want to, okay, but I did not overlap for this. Like I said, I did not use the overlapping method. So what I did was just simple. For this top part, I'm going to overlap just this top part. What I'll do is just trim off these excesses. What I'll do is I'll just fold one side like this. So we'll be overlapping just the top parts. Okay, so I'm just arranging it because they have to be equal. So you overlap this top part like this. If you want to overlap, you can just overlap it all the way to where you want your stitching to stop. Okay, so you can just keep overlapping it like so to where you want your stitching to stop. Now because it is a pencil trouser, if you if the slit is not long enough, it will be tight. Okay, you find it difficult to walk. But if it is a free trouser, you can have a shorter slit. I hope you understand that part as well. So you just overlap it like this and get rid of any bulginess, okay, and then you top stitch. Okay, and this will be your slit if you are using the overlapping method, and then you can trim off if you want your jean to be shorter. Okay, then you fold the edges. Okay, so that is not what I did. So I just turned it to the back side and stitch, and that's basically it for this video. And this is what the jean was looking like. It is so beautiful and I really loved it. Okay, I really love the outcome. And guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.